welcome back to a new video. Welcome to Bookmas. In today's video, we will be diving deep into something that I've been very invested in. I've been doing this for the longest time ever, but I've dedicated this year to start doing this in a new way, and that is book journaling, reading journaling, however you may put it. I love journaling ever since I was a kid. I always used to have diaries with me, and I love doodling. I love writing stuff, anything. I remember back in elementary school, I would write down song lyrics that I loved. I tried to make a book journal just like everybody else had this year, which is a new thing for me. And I have mine right here. This is my book journal of 2024, and in this video I will be taking you guys along with me and flip through this book journal that I've completed this year, and then I also will be giving you guys a little bit of a flip through for the setup that I have for next year's book journal, which is this new journal. This is a little bit smaller compared to this year's journal, as you guys can see. I just loved the what's it called, the paperback soft cover versus this one that is a little bit more thicker and bigger. I think that for me this is the best size for me because I always have A5 notebooks. Those are my favorite sizes for notebooks whenever I'm journaling or if I'm writing stuff, taking notes, whatever. I always use an A5 notebook. So yeah, I'm gonna take you guys along and I'm gonna show you guys what I have in this journal. Honestly, there's a lot that I've written down here. I also put the year in books from back in 2022 and then 2023, and then I did a lot of other stuff like favorite books, series tracker, and whatnot. And so yeah, I'll be taking you guys along through this one. We're gonna flip through this one, and then I've also started setting up for next year's reading journal. I haven't quite completed it yet because I know that I will be wanting to add more stuff into this book, but for now this is my current setup and we'll continue adding a lot of more pages, a lot of more stuff into it as the year goes on. So hope you guys enjoy it. So now let's get started with flipping through this journal. Okay, as I'm filming this, I am starting to lose daylight, so we're going to be using my ring light as much as possible. Hopefully it doesn't cast too horrid of a lighting, but for now, here is my 2024 reading journal. And when you open up the page, the first page you see is my year in books. I just have all the books I read in 2022, and then these are some of the books I read in 2023. Over here is the rest of the books I read in 2023 along with their ratings and reading dates. And then over here I just have my favorite books listed. Over here we have the title, my star rating, my date read, and my favorite quote from the book. For instance, one of my favorite is from Better Than the Movies by Lynn Painter. I rated it a 5-star, and my favorite quote from them is, "She's not you. What? She isn't you." My favorite quote ever. Then I just have another page with the rest of them that I haven't been able to fill out yet, but you get the idea. And then over here I just have the series tracker for all of the series that I'm currently reading. I have the Dream and Billionaire series, as you guys can see over there. I haven't continued the rest of the series yet. I know it's been completed for a long time. I just haven't got myself to finish the entire series just yet. Maybe next year. And then we have the Akatar series. The reason I crossed out these two boxes is because I was hesitant about finishing it. I don't think I will be finishing the series, but you never know. Maybe one day I will. And then the next one is the Knock 'Em Out series, which I successfully completed last year, and I'm very proud of that. And then we have the Magnolia Park series, which I divided into two boxes. We have the Magnolia Parks book, and we have the Daisy Hates book. And then over here is the Chestnut Spring series that I also have proudly completed. And then we have the Windy City series. Also, I ticked out the first book because I don't think that I'll be reading it. So we still have two more boxes to fill. And then here are the 24 books for 2024 that I listed down last year. Starting from the first book that I wanted to read was Divine Rivals by Rebecca Ross. And then we have yours truly, Magnolia Parks, Ruthless Vows that I have not yet read and I don't think I will be reading anytime soon. And then we have Daisy Hates the Great Undoing. Wait, I just skipped two. Reckless by Lauren Roberts and Heartless by Elsie Silver because I wanted to continue the Chestnut Spring series this year. And then Daisy Hates the Great Undoing. Terms and Conditions, which I haven't gotten to. Love Redesigned by Lauren Asher, also haven't gotten to it. Funny Story, which was a new release this year. Nothing Like the Movies as well. A Curse for True Love because I have the book. Well, I got the book for Christmas last year. And then Happily Never After, a new release by Lynn Painter, which I absolutely am always excited for. And then The 7-Year Slip because everybody seemed to really love it, so I decided to jump on the train as well, and what do you know, I did love it. Just for the Summer by Abby Jimenez, absolutely loved it. Over here, I filled it in with another book that I wanted to read, but along the way, I decided to change up some of them, mainly Play Along, Binding 13, and A Novel Love Story, because the previous books that I listed down in there were, I don't know, I just lost interest and I didn't want to read it at that time, so yeah, I replaced it with Play Along by Liz Tomford, Binding 13 by Chloe Walsh, and then we have The X-Vows by Jessica Joyce, which I also completed. Icebreaker by Hannah Grace, a well-loved TikTok sensation, which I have not gotten into yet either for the third year. And now I have Hell Stranger by Catherine Center. Love this book. The Rom-Comers by Catherine Center. Also haven't gotten to it yet. And then we have A Novel Love Story, Wild Love, and The Summer Will Be Different, which I surprisingly did love. Over here, I have my year-end books for this year. All of these books are logged based on the period I finished them, so all of these are all on chronological order. I haven't updated ever since I put in A Novel Love Story, but that's okay. These are kind of just an overview of the books that I read this year. And then over here, I just have the to-be bought list, the books that I want to get. And as you can see, the list keeps adding up, and I still have a couple of books that I haven't listed in here, but I have on my phone. So we'll have to go through this again next year. And then I just had a page for all of the April reads, my rating, my date read, and my honest opinion about the whole book and whatnot. And so that's for my April reads. My summer TBR list, which I probably completed some 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I have 6 just pictures over here, and then just a cute little list over there because I think it's cute. And then over here we just have the alphabet reading challenge, which I haven't updated in a while, so I don't know, but I haven't filled out a lot. And then over here I just have my monthly favorites. And obviously I had to put in Divine Rivals. That was the only book I read in January. And then Yours Truly for February, and so on and so on. I still have 2 more to fill for this year. And then over here we have my July TBR. This is kind of like a spontaneous page right over here. And then the reality of all the books I read in July, which was a really great reading month. And then over here, I got inspired to make my own 2024 reading bracket, the best book of 2024. And here are my monthly favorites, and then categorized, and then we will finally see which is my favorite book of 2024. And then I just made a little spread for play along because I absolutely loved it. Have some quotes, some pictures of the aesthetic of the book and whatnot. I absolutely loved it. These are some of the quotes that I underlined in my own book and took a picture of. And I absolutely loved it. Also, over here is my playlist for play along, which I think I've removed since, but yeah, I had a playlist for them. And then over here, I just have my August cover spread. I watched It Ends With Us last August, so that was fun. Then I have also my favorite book scenes here because I would just love to commit to memory, and sometimes I just have a lot on my head and then I'll just completely forget what scenes I love most. So here are just a couple of them that I written down, one of which is from Play Along, which was Isaiah changing his walk-off song to Obsessed because it's their wedding song. Isaiah points his bat and winks to Kennedy. And then I just like put Play Along, comma, the page it's in. So there's that. And then over here, Call Your Dog Off Eaten, woof, from Reckless in page 22. So again, just some of my favorites. And then over here I made a Chestnut Springs spread that I think I've shown you guys before, but it's all over here and I thought it was really cute. I have a part for Flawless, Heartless, Powerless, Reckless, and Hopeless, and I thought that I did pretty good. I think this is a really cute spread, honestly. Then over here I just have my book playlist that I said I made, but I think I've removed all of these playlists ever since. But I have what would I say? I've written it all down, so there's a lot of songs that I just commit to memory of the book that I read. Then over here I just have my author's backlist, which I haven't updated as well, but you know where that's at. And then just a September cover again. I just started slacking in making these journaling entries. Hopefully this will not be repeated next month. Close it off here. So I haven't added any more to this journal, but honestly I'm pretty happy with the first few pages of this journal, and I'm hoping that I'll have fun doing it next year, hopefully a lot better than I did this year. So again, these are some of my books that I read in 2024. I was aiming for 50 books this year, but I guess this won't be completed, so it's fine. I'm on probably book 37, so still a long way to go to 50, but it's okay. We can start over again next year. And so yeah, that is my 2024 reading journal. Okay, next off I have my 2025 reading journal that I have set up in the past couple of days, but I haven't really decorated much yet. I wanted to add some stickers here and there in this front cover, to make it look cute. So we'll have to work on that later, but I'll give you guys updates as the year goes on. So the first page you open is just kind of this overview. I haven't finished coloring it in, but that's okay. I just have like this cute little furnace over here and my bookshelf over here, which is just filled with the books that I have on my bookshelf. And then we still have a couple of more places to add more books, and it really doesn't matter, you guys. It's fine. We can add more to this later during the year. So we just have this, and I will be sure to add more stuff in the background to make it not look too plain. And then when you open up the first page, I just have my year-end books for 2025. I'm gonna use 2 of these pages, probably in the same method as I've did the year before, just a picture of the book cover, the dates read, and my rating for this year as well. And then over here I have my 2025 reading goals, which I will come up with some of them later on. I will give you guys updates next year when I start it. And then over here I just have my 25 books to be read to be read in 2025. Also, we'll be listing some down here as well as the year goes on. So far I don't really have 25. I still have a couple of more slots left, which is fine. We will update it as the year goes on. And then over here I have set up a 2025 updated want to read list, so I'll list it down over here. And then I have my series tracker over here, which I haven't updated yet, but we'll get to it next year. And then over here I added a reading bucket list. I saw Rachel Catherine did this and I thought it was so cute. Don't mind how unsymmetrical it is. I have a hard time making things symmetrical, so to all of you who have OCD, I am so sorry. But yeah, I just added a couple of stuff like complete a series, read your favorite book, over 500 pages, blue cover, a 5-star, read a new author to you, and then a young adult novel and whatnot, and just some stuff that I thought would be fun. Next up, I just have my monthly favorites over here, and then I did another book of the year for 2025, which is going to be placed here next year. I'm happy to be filling this up next year. I'm so excited for these. And then over here I just have my favorite book scenes, which I doodled a little bit of like a film strip. I thought it would be really cute. And then also another favorite book playlists, which I think mostly I will just be writing them down and not really making literal playlists, but who knows. I'll tell you once it's happening. Next up, we go into the monthly logs. So here I just have my January cover, and over here I decided to make it a little bit different. I made it into these reading logs, so we have the whole calendar for the month of January, and in here I will be filling it out with colored pencils here for the days that I read. And then I also added a section for monthly reading goal, and then I have just my monthly TBR down there. Then I have just a January reading wrap up over here, and then every month this year, every month I decided that I want to make a playlist for every month, which is just filled with the songs that I listen to for the whole month. So I thought it would be fun just to put some of my favorite songs in the month of January in here as well. And then we just have my February cover. Then same thing goes, I just put in hearts because I thought it was cute. And then my TBR will be here, and then my monthly reading goal as well. Most of these are just the same. We have February reading wrap up as well, and then my February playlist, and so on. Every month is pretty much the same. This is for March, and then March reading wrap up and playlist, and then we have April, which I haven't really decorated yet. Again, same things as the month before. I haven't continued filling in the others because I want to make space for some of the stuff that I want to add next year. But so far, this is what I have for my reading journal next year. It's not much, but I like how it's coming. So yeah, that's all of my reading journal set up for next year. I will give you guys more updates as the year goes on next year. Okay, so I guess that is all for today's video. As I said, I love journaling. I have this reading journal with me, and then I am planning on setting up a new personal journal for myself. I usually like to just divide them. Like I'll have one for reading journal and then another one for just like personal logs, like for journal entries, like how I'm feeling that day and whatnot, and just like listing down some more personal stuff. And then I will also have another journal that is dedicated for church stuff. Like sometimes I have a morning devotional journal, and then I'll also have like a sermon journal, Bible study journal, and whatnot. So I know I have a lot of journals, but I love doing that. So yeah. So that is it for today's video, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Let me know in the comments down below if you guys have started your reading journals for next year and whatnot. So we will have a fun journaling year next year. So hope to see you guys tomorrow. That is it for today's video, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Goodbye!